You don't understand, shorty, I ain't with the games, bitch. I will drop you like a habit in that bitch you came with. Let me paint a perfect picture, you would get your frame flipped. And I'm with the gang, bitch, and we on the same tip. Don't understand, why do you envy me? You can't afford stamps, but always made us a sin for me. You wasting your energy, I'm getting my bag, I'm chasing the cheese. These little bitch plotting on me, let alone they stopping me. Pretty bitch, so I'm running the game. Kick a P cause you not in the lane. And your fuckboy, he a lame. Don't bring him up again. He get a little check, he swear that he hustling. Pockets is fat, but he really bluffing. Running that game cause he ain't cuffing. I'm chasing the chick in my pockets, I'm stuffing. Yeah, I'm really with the shits. Really making hits, really making flips. Shorty on wood, I ain't got a dick. Shorty pipe down, I only the lip. I just made a puddle, you don't see the drip. I just cut the bag, you don't see the flip. I ain't got no pics, don't take no flips. You would get late for these shits. Yeah, I'm really made for this shit. Fire emoji, I'm flame with this bitch. That's how I came in this bitch. Ooh, how you talk about me over there when I don't see you making better moves? About to teach this bitches back to school. I'm back, bitch. You like quick. I want some.
There's a lot of things going on. So, this interview is going to be, to highlight the talent, kind of get a backstory on, how did she become an artist, and, and just, just for like any other artist that may be watching this, we want to give people a platform to tell their story and tell people what they got going on with them, and what other coming projects do you have. So
I also want people to take from it like anybody that been in certain situations that I've been in and haven't really thought of a positive way to get out of it. Okay. You can take from my mistakes and my come-ups. Right,
and and that's what we want to bring to the table. That everybody has trials and tribulations, and it's not so much of what you have in front of you. It's about how you get around it. So
that too.
So that's what we really want to highlight, and showing that not when you're going through problems, like especially when you're trying to start a business, you're trying to start a record career or something. You have a lot of problems and ups and downs, and you might think that the world is against you. So, some of these stories that you will experience can help you to understand that, everybody goes through trouble. And there's ways to get out of, your situation. So, we're going to, start this interview off. So, I just want to give you an opportunity to just, talk to the people and, kind of tell them, like, your story, where you're from, your influences, things that, made you want to, kind of pursue the things that you do. Like my first question I would say is what inspired you to be well for starters what made you so multi-talented, I would say. What inspired you?
Being home a lot, because what I am going to say, if you ask me where I'm from home. I'm from a lot of different places in Philadelphia. In them areas, every place we reside at, family, and where I'm from is home. It's always been the same. We never moved the way they moved, the other people moved around us. We never, we adapted to our environment, but we still did us. So
So would you say, I don't mean to cut you off, I was just going to ask question. So would you say that you're more like a homebody? Or more like family oriented?
Yeah, 100% homebody, 100% family oriented. Like, that's all I had growing up. I didn't really have a lot of friends, didn't go to a lot of parties. Females ain't really dig my style, my peers and stuff like that. And with the body I had, boys wasn't really trying to dig my style. They were just trying to dig what I got. So, you mean,
so would you?
In that curve.
So would you say that was some misconceptions about you? Like, people had a wrong idea about you?
Yeah, I mean, nobody, a loud person. Basically, I say I was loud growing up. And, a female that's just like want to be and everywhere. That's like, no, that's not a normal.
Okay.
Back then, they wasn't really digging it. Like, and that was me. I liked to be in everything, like from trips and projects, things like that, at the school programs. It's just like
very
I was
active and adventurous.
Yeah, and I was just when I was in class learning, it was a, main thing, but I liked it to joke. I liked it to, because at home sometimes I was only female also. So I didn't really have a lot of, let me go home and talk to my sister. My mom, I feel like I'm going to get in trouble if I tell her the wrong thing. Okay. And I got a lot of brothers. A lot of brothers ain't going to really, they ain't worried about just, they little Nerf guns and video games. They ain't worried about nothing I did in school. Or
so how many siblings do you have?
I have 8 biological brothers, 3 stepbrothers, and 1 sister.
Wow. So are you the youngest, oldest?
I'm the, if you count my biological family, I am the second oldest.
Second oldest.
Out of 9 children altogether.
So that puts a lot of responsibility on you being the second oldest, right?
Second mom.
Do you get the middle child syndrome?
No, I'm more of the big, like, I get the mommy syndrome. Okay. Like, I don't... if any of my brothers from no matter what age range from 22 to my sister is like 6 months now.
Well, when you, I noticed that like when you carry the weight of other people, sometimes it can be strenuous. How do you deal with that? Like, do you have like an outlet, or would you say that your creativity is your outlet? I
mean, there's no outlet from family. At the end of the day.
Wow, yeah. How about that?
You can't really run from, and I mean, I ran plenty of times, so you can't really run from family, like, at all. So my outlet is writing music with my brother, or my stepbrother, my cousin, because he write music also, my cousin James.
Okay.
We was
so it's like a family thing,
yeah. Yeah, it's like, that's why I said, like, it's a family. I'm like, that's just us. So it's like, and when I'm on my down days, I can go to my family. Like, when I'm on my up days, I can go to them. Like, and when I'm on my up days, I'm really, like, hyperactive. Like, my mom tell me all the time, let's just keep you calm down. It's early in the morning. I don't know nobody. They got this energy, bright, 7 o'clock in the morning, knocking on my mom's door, and I live all the way up North Philly. Like, how the hell you get here so fast? And, like, just how you doing? Just what you doing? And I wrote this last night. I made this vest, so case may be, just like, I don't know.
So you make clothes too?
Yeah. See, I made this.
So you just got
a lot. I do a little bit of everything. So I always go to my favorite.
How'd you get into that?
I mean, my mom taught me how to sew. So like being a thick girl, I usually like rip my jeans or something like that. Okay.
So you did like your own repairs and stuff? Yeah,
I did my own repairs. I started from there, and then the jeans I couldn't fit, I made them into bags. Like, I don't want to throw them away. So, made them into bags. And then that's where it stopped until recently. A lot of people count my bread that was in my pocket. So, they like, you're not doing nothing. But, so I'm like, let me put some. And I walked past a fabric store. And my jackets and my bags and everything came about after that.
Okay. So would you say that, what came first, like as far as like your talents? Like, would you say that your
writing?
Okay.
Poetry, stories, plays, music, that came first. I was in 4th grade writing.
Okay.
Like, I won this play. I had made this poem called The Ball-Shaped Tree. It was about a bush. Okay. It was around fall time, and we had to get leaves and sticks and stuff like that. This was the 4th grade. We had to make a frame.
What school did you go to?
Patterson Elementary.
Patterson? Shout out to
Patterson. That's Southwest.
Yeah, shout out to Southwest. Yeah.
That's why I've been all over. Like, but it was actually like, it was a good thing. I won 2nd place.
Was it what was your school experience like? Like, would you was it a good experience?
It depended on the neighborhood.
Okay.
In Southwest, people would say that's the worst joint, but that was the best school experience when I went down there, because it was real thoroughness. Like, you're not getting nobody ain't going not like you because you ugly or you don't wear what they wear, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Like, they really, like, if you ever catch yourself in a fight, it's really because you didn't put yourself in that predicament. And when I moved uptown, it was a whole nother situation. It's a whole lot of females don't like you because your hair not pressed out like theirs is. You wearing corduroys and what they say. The first day of school, I had corduroys and straight backs, and they grind me up. And a turtleneck.
I lived in West Philadelphia for a little bit, you know, just like this song. He said, "What's that song? West Philadelphia." You know the song, Born and Raised. That was me. And then I moved up to. Well, ain't nobody chasing me out the hood though. But
ain't nobody there.
But you know, my family, we moved up to Mount Airy, to West Oakland, and you know, I experienced that same type of vibe that you're talking about. Because it's a lot of, you know, I would say, you know, and no disrespect to, you know, that area. Because I, you know, shout out to Uptown.
Yeah, that's.
But, you know, at the same time, you know, it is a lot of bourgeois people up there, I would say. So, you know, it is a whole different type of vibe, especially how they receive you. You know what I mean? And like a lot of judgmental people. So, yeah, I would say, especially just with a whole more unity vibe, I find that vibe to reside more in Southwest and West Philadelphia. So yeah, I definitely get what you're saying about that though. But
North Philly too.
Yeah, North Philly. Yeah, shout out to North Philly too, because I don't want to leave North Philly out.
I was about to say
I spend a lot of time. I spend a lot of time in North Philly, and I mean I've met a lot of dope people in North Philadelphia. So, you know, I definitely can't overlook that. But, you know, I just want to get back into you telling your story because you're a very interesting person. Because just talking to you just in a little bit, there's a lot of misconceptions that people can have about somebody, especially how you look and the things that you're into. People would think that you're just like one way, like especially kind of like how the youth is like right now, like because like everybody is just like Poppins, Molly's or whatever, like the crazy type of stuff. So like for you to have so many talents and for them to have developed at a young age, it really like sets you out against like away from everybody else. Like, so that's would you say that were you like as far as like your school experience or like your interaction in the neighborhood, would you say that like did you have a lot of friends or were you more like a loner or did you stay to yourself?
No, I was more like a socializer. I had 5 friends, 6 at the most in high school, and we stuck with and still are friends. Like I socialized with a lot of people in high school, but I had a lot of haters also. So most of them, relationships was they like me this year, but then next year they not gonna like me. But then probably when I leave and get kicked out the school, they really gonna F with me. Right. Really going to F with me. So,
it's like they say, like, like people that are real individuals, their circles tend to be real small. Like, people that a little more faker or whatever, fugazi, like, how we used to say, like, it might be a little throwback, whatever. But, those people tend to have a greater circle. They had, a lot of people in their circle that, they consider friends. And I know my mom used to always tell me that you're lucky that you have one friend in the world. So, my
mom told me you ain't got no friends. So.
Right. So like sometimes people have they mix association with friendship. Like you might have an associate or somebody you associate with as opposed to somebody who's a genuine friend. Yeah. So I get the vibe that that you can tell the difference between
I know
the two.
exactly who are my genuine friends. Okay. It's like exactly who I can call if I fell down the steps and it's scraped real bad and I don't got no alcohol. They will bring me alcohol, aspirin, and roll me up. Like, but like, and then there's friends I can't call. Like even if I didn't like. I need $1. I cannot call them for anything. Right?
So with all of the things that you got going on, do you? I don't know. This might be a. I don't want to offend none of your friends that may watch this, but do you find the support that you want like from your friends?
Yeah, like in individual ways. Like one friend, it could be one friend I can't call for a specific subject, but it's awesome in another lane. Okay. Every last one of my friends, we all have a personal connection within each other, because it's crazy that we all are friends within each other, period. Like, we still are that one group, but and then we are different, so it's not like we all the same. We the same in one area, we're different than everybody else in the world. Like, we're not one of those usual, like, you wouldn't even think we'll become friends, and it's like, we all just, so no, it's not, there is not nothing that I can't, like, if you're a friend that I can't depend on you, why are you a friend? That type of situation. I am good on cutting people off. Like, so if I feel like you're wrong for me and you're not doing nothing for me, then you really won't hear from me.
Okay. So you were saying that you started off like writing, like that was one of your first talents. Mm-hmm. So how did the writing transpire into like doing music, or did you always do music, or did like what type of writing did you do? Because as you know, like, you know, especially like with Black and Nobel, you know, being a black bookstore, you know, there's a lot of different type of literature. So would you write in like plays? Were you writing like books or novels, or was it like a diary? Like, how did it start?
More so punishment. My mom used to put me on punishment a lot. Okay. And punishment was taking TV, radio, so socialized world. And in summer times, I was good for those. Okay. So when I'm completely isolated from the world, I'm forced to explore my mind. Wow. And I explore my mind with, like, I like new things in the world. So things that I don't hear. Music is because I'm here, not saying that nowadays artists, like my favorite ones is like Cardi B and Neo, like, you know, a lot of music, whatever the case may be. But I'm not really hearing what I would expect to hear on a daily basis, and what I want in my ears. So that's why I did music. I do write books, plays. I only write plays because it's like I'm funny. And it's not even just me. It's not even just me thinking I'm funny. I would say something, and no matter if my friend, family, or anybody, they would just crack up. Like, I just, like, literally just said some shit that's like, oh. Like, yo, like.
Yeah. And one thing I learned about, you know, like people that, you know, are funny or, you know, have a comedic talent, they tend to be, you know, peculiarly intelligent. Like, I think that, like, that is necessary to be able to, you know, to see things that most people won't see, like, especially from a comedic perspective. So, like, you know, I sense that, you know, that you're highly intelligent, and while you're saying that, you know, what you were saying about, you know, punishment and stuff, I know, like, I was thinking about Michael Jackson and his dad, Joe Jackson, you know. And it's funny because all this week I was hearing Michael Jackson music everywhere I would go, and like, when I'm thinking about it now, like how, like what you're saying is, you know, you know, a lot of people say that his dad was like real bad to him, and, you know, I'm not even gonna get into that's a whole different can of worms. You know, this is a, you know, an interview, not a shockumentary. You know, people know, you know, what I mean, you know, people know me for doing videos like that, but that's a whole different thing. But I just was thinking about actually what Michael Jackson said about his father, and he said that without his father being so hard on him, he wouldn't have developed that creativity that, you know, needed for him to be the king of pop. You know, to have so many creative songs and essentially go left when everybody was going right. Because, like, when you look at, you know, the body of work that Michael Jackson had, it was like before his time. Like a lot of people weren't doing the type of music that he was doing at the time. So he was really kind of like setting the tone, or setting the bar rather, for everybody to try to live up to. So, like, and he said that, you know, he contributed that to his father. He contributed his work ethic and creativity to his father. So do you feel like that your mom, like, you know, being like strict on you, like, you know what I mean, helped you to become that?
Yeah, that definitely, my mom played a major part in being a single mother and growing us up, raising 5 men and 1 female by herself. It took like it took basically a toll on us, all of us, because like I said, my little brother, right, he's 16, by 13. I mean, he's not 16 no more. Oh my gosh, he's growing up. He's 17. He about to be 17 March 2nd, and then my little brother's about to be 16. He plays sports and he's like real busky and talented or whatever. And like my oldest brother, he an artist. Like he draw, he plays sports, basketball real good. And I just see him as opening up his own customized sneaker line or whatever the case may be. But just be all of us all of that individually and still be able to come together. Only my mom can do that.
And I mean, yeah, I know you talk a lot about your family, and I see, like, you know, and I sense that you're real family oriented, and you know, I'm hearing that your family is like multi-talented too, like,
yeah.
And it's funny that we talking about the Jacksons because it kind of remind me of the Jackson 5, like, so like, would you see like, or like, do you have any like any projects or things that you work like with your family?
Yeah, a lot of projects coming up, like right now.
Yeah, because we talked a little about that before the break, like about you know, working with your family and the difference between, like, you know, balancing like family and business, and then you were saying that you have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
So you know,
all of us have the ability to do that, especially with the family that we have, because we wasn't bred on the materialistic things like the rest of the families nowadays. And not saying that my mom ain't struggle for us to look the way we do now. It's just like we wasn't really worried about that. Business, it's like that's not even something that we think about when we come up with the ideas that we do, the projects that it just be like the support, which we were based up bred on support and just being there for one another. Like, and we the type of family that I could come up with something real fast just being around them. If I'm by myself, it might take me a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. But just being around the era, like yesterday, I wrote a song. It took me 2 hours. If I was at my house, it would have took me probably like all day because I would have been doing all this other stuff and I would have wrote one line and just sat there. But my brother, he write music every day in his room, songs like back to back to back to back. So just being in his room just was like I kind of felt like I was at an expectation. Mm-hmm. Like I was at a high pedestal. Like he would not expect nothing but magic coming out this room. Like so I felt like I had to, like, I wrote a banger.
That's magical. I mean, we might have to do a second interview and get y'all all up here.
Yeah.
And you know, and again, you know, this is the first of many interviews. We're going to be interviewing a lot of up and coming artists, getting them to opportunity to get on this platform and, you know, tell their story, and, you know, so you can get a good feel for, you know, who these artists are and, you know, what they got going on behind the scenes, you know. Yeah. So you know, this is a very dope interview so far, and, you know, I just want to talk a little bit more about like the businesses you have, because you are actually an entrepreneur. You do have a business. I mean, we're going to get back to the music too, but she's got so many things going on that you know, we want to talk about a couple more things. So we're gonna cut that and we'll get back to that on the auction. You know, you know, as you already know me, I'm